Welcome to Lessons About Life. We've been talking about suffering as a teacher. We've talked about when the student is ready, the master appears, and part of what gets us ready is the suffering. I'd like to turn to a really important teaching, one that you don't realize is hidden again in a lot of the religious teachings. We talked about this in terms of who you really are, that we are magical beings, souls in a body, a gift from the mystery of life, from the divine. This is our beingness. But we're here in a body. And one of the things that we are learning is how to behave. And so I want to call your attention to the fact that in life, there is a difference between who we are and what we do. You know, this difference, we really see it when we're dealing with children. Children do things to each other, brothers hit sisters. They don't know any better, but we love them. We understand they are magical beings. Learning how to behave. As parents, that's one of our jobs, to teach them better behavior, proper behavior, while we remember and recognize the innocence of their beingness. But then we get into trouble. We get older, and we begin to confuse behavior with being. We begin to judge people by their behavior. I use an example that you get cut off in traffic. And boy, do you have a label for them. A label about who they are, an a-hole or a jerk. But you do not know. You've seen a limited amount of their behavior. They've cut you off in traffic. They could be going to a hospital. They could have received really bad news. They could be just late for work. But we label behavior as who people are, and that's dangerous. Look, we've all made mistakes. I've just talked about the fact that mistakes are teachings. We need to make mistakes. We learn from mistakes. Wisdom is not making mistakes. It's not repeating mistakes. We give ourselves a chance to do better the next time. Behavior and being. Be careful. Be careful. And here's the real danger. I know that many of you, as children, had parents that did not understand this difference. And they had labels for you as a child. You'd hit your sister and they would call you bad, or you'll never amount to anything, or you're worthless. These are incredibly dangerous labels, when they should have said, this behavior is not appropriate, not who you are. Some of us need to spend a lifetime overcoming some of the labels that were put on us wrongly, just because we didn't know any better at the time. Cut people some slack. This is the difference between judging people. We get to judge behavior. We need to judge behavior. We need to remove ourselves from bad behavior sometimes. But that does not mean that people are inherently bad. Going back to that, who are we really? To question being is above our pay grade. It's to question existence itself. We are all here for a reason. Let's give each other that credit. Yes, we need to deal with behavior. We need to deal with our own behavior. Remember the being behind it. That's where the magic is. In the next talk, I'll explain the difference between unconditional love and conditional love. It stems out of this teaching. In the meantime, have a great day. Blessings to all.